My family, a great friend of Meghan, Deepika Padukone, an Indian Bollywood star, a very, very huge star in India, one of the biggest stars in India. She has also starred in movies in Hollywood with Vin Diesel. I have to say this, that I'm glad that Meghan has great friends. Now, Deepika, in the podcast Archetypes with Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, she said this, Deepika, that she values and protects her mental health because she herself has been through a lot. And when talking about, mental health on this podcast titled The Decoding of Crazy, Meghan also shared how Prince Harry helped when she was in a dire state. Deepika herself, a counselor, a mental health counselor, had to fly in to come and help her because she needed help during a tough moment in her life and in her career. And Meghan shared how Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, gave her a number of a mental health professional to call during her worst point in her life. And I want you to hear this clip from Archetypes podcast on Spotify. But first of all, I would like to kindly implore you to please go ahead, tune into Archetypes on Spotify, and please just listen to it yourself, kindly. But first of all, kindly hear this short clip.
There's no point in living.
You described it as hollow, feeling hollow inside.
Yeah, like this pittish feeling, like you just constantly feel empty, this feeling of emptiness and hollowness and hopelessness. And within our family and friend circle, we knew someone who was a counselor, and so I picked up the phone on her. I spoke to her. She was at an event. She stepped out and she said, "Deepika, I'm taking a flight and coming to see you right now. You need to see a psychiatrist." And so literally from the sound of my voice, she could tell, that I needed help. There's not a single day that goes by without me thinking about my mental health. And so every part of my life today is to ensure that I don't go back into that dark place again.
Yeah, and you found the courage to get the help that you needed and to get the help that works for you. I mean, I think at my worst point, being finally connected to someone that, my husband had found a referral for me to call, and I called this woman. She didn't know I was even calling her.
What?
And she was checking out at the grocery store. I could hear the little beep, beep of her doing, and I was like, "Hi," and I'm introducing myself, and I can literally hear her going, "Wait, sorry, who is this?" And saying I need help, and she could hear the dire state that I was in. But I think it's for all of us to be really honest about what it is that you need and to not be afraid to make peace with that, to ask for it. And for you, I think what's the most illuminating is that you're willing to talk about it.
My family, Prince Harry, Meghan's dearly beloved husband, sought help for Meghan during her worst point in her life. I have this to say. The UK press bullying has a way to affect your mental health, no matter who you are. And people have lost their lives because of the UK press bullying. People like Caroline Flack, they lost their life because of trolling on social media. And then the next day, The Sun, owned by Rupert Murdoch, once again, also the owner of the now defunct News of the World, a tabloid, sued for phone hacking scandal that happened in the past. And now Prince Harry is also suing Daily Mail for phone hacking. And I said this before, that if all of those allegations by Prince Harry are proven, what happened to News of the World shall also happen to the Daily Mail, in which Rupert Murdoch, the owner of the now defunct News of the World, has had to pay up to £1 to £3 billion in settlement to settle cases for phone hacking and, breach of privacy and all of that stuff. My family, like you, I hope that this will be the end of the Daily Mail, because no one, and I mean no one, can entertain or go through this bullying and just put up with this. It is not easy. This is very, very difficult to put up with bullying every single day at the hands of the UK press. People have lost their lives. Diana, who lost her titles after Charles and Diana got a divorce, Diana herself was chased to her death. People have lost their lives. Caroline Flack, the rest of the Sun, was caused leading articles that were meant to target or drum up hate against Caroline Flack. Those kinds of tabloids, the bullying can affect anyone's mental health, and people have lost their lives. And it's important that when you want help, please kindly ask for it. Ask, say, I need help. It only shows that you are a strong person, a strong human being, when you say, I need help. I need help. Never ever be ashamed to say that I need help. And Meghan said this, I need help. Deepika Padukone said, I need help. Remember, these two are famous women with so much money. But guess what? They also need help. Why? Because they are human beings. They are human beings. Both Deepika, Meghan, Constance Wu, that was in Asha's podcast. She also needed help. These women need help. They are human beings. And my family, I have this to say that what the UK press has done in the UK society is so wrong. It's so atrocious what they've been able to do. The bullying of Meghan, the bullying of Caroline Flack, the bullying of Diana. Two of those women are now not here in this world. They died, sadly. But the thing is, they did not have to. But because of a rogue press that targets women, that bullies women, that attacks women, that uses women as my family, the thing they have done, the way they use women in the UK, the mistreatment that they put women in prominent positions through, no one should ever have to endure. Nobody. Nobody. And I want to say this, bullying is completely unacceptable. And it's high time that something is done in the UK media landscape, and mostly right-wing media outlets owned by Rupert Murdoch, who has been described by President Joe Biden himself as a very dangerous person in the planet that we live in. A very dangerous person. And the pain that Rupert Murdoch has caused in the society has truly been immense and atrocious. It is atrocious. And I'm glad that Meghan had that support system in her husband, through friends. I'm thankful that they were there for her. Because what the UK media and the royal family did is that they wanted to isolate Meghan. I remember whereby, a Daily Mail editor complained to the palace that Meghan's friends were interfering with those, negative stories that they were writing about Meghan. They were calling them and telling them, no, stop, just stop, just stop. They were calling on them to please just stop with the negative press. Stop with the, incitement. Stop with the negative press. They were calling out those lies by the UK press, in which the editor for the Daily Mail called the palace, which the palace, through Jason Knopf, assured the Daily Mail editor that Meghan's friends will not interfere. Meghan's friends will not correct the lies that are being told about Meghan. That is what Jason Knopf assured an editor of the Daily Mail. Meaning they can proceed, they can continue with the smear campaign against Meghan. The palace made sure to silence and keep quiet Meghan's friends. And also, in the process, as Meghan was asked, why are you silent? or were you silenced? In which Meghan said the latter. I was silenced. They did that. They isolate you. And then they destroy. They proceed to destroy. That is what the Farm and the UK press did to Meghan while she was a senior member of the royal family. However, I'm thankful that Meghan has an incredible husband, Prince Harry, who managed to get Meghan help and assistance. And as Meghan said in Archetypes, and I quote, I mean, I think at my worst point, being finally connected to someone that, my husband had found a referral for me to call, Meghan said. And I called this woman. She did not know I was even calling her. And she was checking out at the grocery store. I could hear the little beep, beep, and I was like, hi, and I'm introducing myself, and that you can literally, you're going, wait, sorry, who is this? And I'm saying, I need help. And she could hear the dire state that I was in. She continued, but I think it's for all of us to be really honest about what it is that you need and to not be afraid to make peace with that, to ask for it. My family. Meghan spoke with actor Constance Wu, comedian and writer Jenny Slate, and activist and Bollywood star Deepika Padukone about mental health and the extra hurdles women often face when it comes to getting help. Someone said, and Meghan even said this, and I quote, I feel pretty strongly about this word, this label crazy, the way that it's thrown around so casually, and the damage it's wrought on society and women everywhere. My family, women should be treated with dignity and the utmost level of respect that they deserve. They are the ones who give birth to presidents, ministers, cabinet secretaries, secretary of states. It's important to treat women with dignity and the utmost respect that they deserve. And it's so shameful that in the UK, for instance, women are treated with the utmost level of disrespect, especially Meghan, especially black women. This is seen in, black women, majority of the times, how they're treated so abhorrently. It is so shameful, and no one should ever, and I mean ever, have to endure to be treated with disrespect and humiliation. No one should ever have to endure that. My family, no one. Now, my family, I want to ask your opinion about Prince Harry seeking help for his wife Meghan. Yes, it was that bad. Life in the UK was that bad. Yes, it was that bad. That Meghan had to seek help. She was the main target of racism, bullying, insults, lies being told about her every single day with the goal of breaking her. With the goal for Meghan to say, enough, I can't take this anymore. I just can't take this anymore. And for her to leave Harry. That was the goal. And the UK press are saying that that is what they wanted to happen and are expressing frustration that all their plots against Meghan and Harry to break them apart have not worked. To the point that they're writing articles that Meghan is tiring of Harry. What they mean is that they wanted for Meghan to be fed up with the bullying, for Meghan to be fed up with the racism, so much so that she leaves Prince Harry. That is what they wanted, for Meghan to be fed up with the bullying, racism, insults, so much so that she leaves Prince Harry. And as you can see, that just has not worked as the way UK press wanted it to happen. My family, as I end this podcast, something needs to be done about the bullying that the UK press do to others. Something needs to be done. And I'm hoping that this case by Prince Harry, Elton John, Doreen Lawrence will mark the end, will be the end, the beginning of the end of the Daily Mail owned by Rothmere. I sincerely hope that this marks the beginning of the end, because those tabloids operate like they are above the law. Because indeed they are above the law. Because my family, what they do is that they gain information on a member of parliament or someone in the House of Lords in the UK. And then they keep that with them. In exchange, they demand something from you. Like, don't pass this law. Don't pass Levinson to inquiry that's supposed to investigate the press, the police, and the monarchy. Don't pass that at all. And in exchange, government gets good press. That's more like extortion. It's also something illegal. And that's just how the media in the UK operate. And that is something that I'm hoping that this case against that Harry has filed against the Daily Mail will mark the end of the Daily Mail. If those allegations are proven, then it will be game over for the Daily Mail, which I'm really, really hoping it will be. My family, I want to hear your opinion about all of this. And with that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and support our ever-growing family on YouTube. And stay tuned to our next video. What do you think about Meghan's conversation with mental health with Deepika Padukone, Constance Wu? I want to hear your opinion about all of that on Archtapes for those who have watched. And if you haven't watched, kindly tune in and listen to Archtapes on Spotify. My family, some trolls are saying that why didn't Harry help Meghan when she was suffering a mental health crisis? I think now they have their answer. Prince Harry has helped Meghan in many, many immense ways. And this is one of them. By, first of all, leaving the UK, taking his wife and children out from a toxic place. And now also with this latest move that we're finding out right now from Meghan herself, that Harry indeed sought help for Meghan. And may God bless Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Dory Ragland, and all of the members of the squad. And with that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and support our ever-growing family on YouTube. What do you think about all of this? I want to hear your opinion, and stay tuned to our next video. Thank you, Prince Harry, for loving and protecting your wife and kids. May God bless you immensely, and stay tuned to our next video. My family, find your husband that protects, loves his wife and kids the way Harry loves his wife and children. And stay tuned to our next video.
Hello, members of Duchess Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Duchess Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like, and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.